So here we are going to look at some sample code, and we basically gonna walk through this line by line. So let's just understand the whole code. So we have two pointers here, ptrx and ptry, and they are both int pointers. And we have also two variables, x and y, which are assigned 7 and 13. So we are getting the ptrx, we are setting that to the address of x. So we talked about this before. So this is getting the address of x and storing the ptrx. And we are doing the same thing with y. And we have some assumptions here that we have the address of x is 1001 zeros and y is this address. So basically this table summarizes what we know. We have four variables. We know these two addresses. These two pointers, they do have some address, of course, because they are basically a variable also, but we don't know their address necessarily right now. And their contents, we're gonna fill these as we are going through this code. So let's look at the first step. So once we get to this point and we are setting 7 and 13, obviously this variable is gonna get that content. And then after we run through this step, we are getting the address of x, and we are basically setting that to the ptrx pointer. So now the content of ptrx is this address, and the content of ptry is the address of y, which is 1001.0004. So you see that happened here. So here we are continuing the same example, and we are assuming that we're gonna run this line of code. So this was a situation that we had as in the previous slide. So same thing that we had here. Now let's say if we run this line of code, ptrx equal to ampersand y. So you can pause the video and guess the answer. So basically after doing that, we are getting the address of y and storing it into ptrx. So the address of y was this one ending with 4, and we are getting this address and putting it in ptrx. So now let's assume that we are doing ptry is equal to ptrx. So note here that here we are not putting any sign as like dereferencing or the address operator. So we are just equaling them because they're both the same type. So they are both pointers. So this is totally legal operation. So again, you can pause the video. So ptrx, we are taking that value and copying it to ptry. So basically, we're gonna get that copied here. Now let's look at another one. So if we are doing basically dereferencing ptrx and having equal to y, so here ptrx is pointing to that location, and if we are doing the dereferencing, it's basically as if we have x here. So basically we're gonna have the value of y, which is 13, copied to x here. So this 13 gonna go here, and that's because we are doing a dereferencing. So we are referencing basically this location, and we are not changing the value of the pointer at this point. We are changing the value of um, this location, actual x variable, and that's why we get the 13 here. So let's look at this one now. We have basically dereferencing pointer x and pointer y and adding them, and we are storing that value to basically the location that pointer x is referencing to. So we have a dereference here also. So if I want to write this in a different way, it would be basically x is equal to x plus y. So that means we have, if we add this to, gonna be 20, and we are saving that to the location that pointer x is to referencing. So that's going to be this x here. And we are going to get the 20 here.